Quality is a huge thing.
Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Saz Podcast.
Hey, welcome to the podcast.
That's Ari, and
Hey,
that's Jimmy.
I'm Jewish,
He's Jewish. I'm Muslim.
And I'm
Go for it.
and
he's fat.
he's a filthy. Yeah, he has fat nipples.
Yeah.
Show them
He has
his
man
fat.
tits.
He has man titties.
Man titties.
Okay.
Sexy. All right.
And-
So, what do you guys want to know?
And that's Whataburger.
It's Whataburger.
Only in Texas.
Only in Texas.
No, Whataburger is definitely not only in Texas.
Yeah, it is.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep. It's only in Texas.
Dude, I need to start going to Whataburger more.
And then Snapple. You know Snapple, right?
Yeah.
That's from New York. That was originally in New York. They just recently started importing it everywhere.
Really?
Wow.
Shit.
It's a huge thing in New York. When I lived in New York, that's the only thing I drank. Like every corner you go to, there would be a vending machine full of Snapples, many different flavors.
Really? I never really got into Snapple myself. I was more of like someone who just go for like milk or like water or something like that. But speaking of New York, actually, New York is the American capital of Judaism.
Is it?
Yes, it is, because I went there and I went to Brooklyn. I went to this place called Crown Heights.
I've been there.
Crown Heights is like the capital of Judaism in America. Every person I saw there was a rabbi.
What's
Every
it called?
male person there had the rabbi attire. They had the twirls, they had the beard, they had the top hat. They were wearing the white button-up shirt with like a suit on. And it was just like a buttoned out, like on the white top, and they had like a Torah with them all the time. They'd be wearing glasses most of the time.
What's it called? In New York and Brooklyn, there's another place called Jackson Heights.
Jackson, I've heard of that.
You heard of that?
Yeah.
I've been there. So it's like a melting pot of many different cultures. You'll see like Indians, Bangladeshis, Pakistanis, Sri Lankans. There's one street. It's full of like, those markets, but it's not like H-E-B or anything like that. It's like supermarkets for like Muslim people or Hindu people or Christian people, like they have to get like the certain food. They can't eat the other food, It's like certain made, and there you see so many different kind of races over there.
Really?
Yeah.
Then you go to like Crown Heights, it's like all rabbis and stuff. No, seriously, because I went in there. I went into a bakery store and I got a discount on donuts, literally because I was Jewish. Like I walked in and my friend who was Rabbi Levi, who was giving us a ride from the airport. Me and my friend Tristan, who were from the same congregation, he invited me on the trip. He said, "Go in there. You guys want to get some donuts?" We were like, "Yeah, sure." And so he handed us some cash. He's like, "All right, this should be enough." And I was like, he only handed us like $4, and I was like, "Really? Okay." So I walk in.
Could throw pennies.
The donuts were no. I would get kicked out. No. But the donuts there were like $3-4 or something like that. A donut. And then the dude said, as I said, I only have like $2-3 on me. I didn't think I could. I don't think I can get any donuts here. And then the shop owner was like, No, I got it. Mine, Shabbat Shalom. And then he's like,
What does that mean?
Shabbat Shalom is kind of like it's like hello, but like you say it on the weekends because it's like Shabbat is like a holiday that Jewish people celebrate every weekend. It celebrates the end of the week when God finished creating the world.
And then you said shalom.
Shalom, which is just
Shalom.
hello. So mainly, sometimes people it's really formal, but sometimes people will say
That's
shalom.
actually I could relate to that because when back in Bangladesh when Muslims meet another Muslim would be like assalamu alaikum, like salam.
Oh yeah,
salam,
salam.
shalom, same thing. I guess it comes from the same place. So.
Salam, avinu ve'akolam,
But you
salam,
said only on
salam.
Well,
weekends?
my
On
hair's
weekends
messed
you can
up.
say that, or what?
Well, on weekend, it's just. You can say it anytime you want to.
Oh, okay.
It's just it wouldn't make sense to people if you said it during the week because it's like saying hello, but in celebration of Shabbat in the weekends.
Okay.
So you go up to it and say, hey, shalom. If it's like during the week, it's really formal to say it that way. It's like saying like, hello, sir, how are you? But then instead of like saying hi or anything like that, but you
It's
don't
basically
say
saying
shalom.
hi in a different language.
Yeah, and then weekends you'd be like Shabbat Shalom, meaning like hello, have a nice Shabbat and that kind of thing. We were
You
there.
see, we have so much in commonalities,
Yeah.
And if you think about it, in Middle East, Jewish and Muslims are always fighting.
Yeah.
While we're here, like we're like really good friends.
Yeah.
I'm like, why can't the world be like this?
Yeah, seriously. And I mean, I just, speaking of Middle East and stuff like that and politics, I just, like, I'm an A-push right now, and we just had a lecture yesterday on Ronald Reagan, and so, you see, I've always considered myself as a Democrat, like, pretty democratic, like, I support welfare because some people can't work, I like Obama for the most part, And mainly also I just dislike most Republican candidates. Like I hated Romney. Like I hated Romney with a passion. But and then I realized. But then I took a test online like a few weeks ago that tested me out as a business conservative, and that's like a low form of Republicanism. I was like, that doesn't make any sense. I've always been like like Democrat. My mom's like a super liberal. I'm not like super liberal or anything like that. I'm just kind of like in the middle, like on the spectrum.
I have no project views at all.
I
stay out of it.
I kind of have to because I mean I come from a political family, but I mean, well, mom likes to get involved in politics, so I'm like there, and then I had a lecture on what Reagan did. Reagan was apparently the first super like modern conservative, like the rise of, he was like one of the first presidents with the rise of conservatism, you know, where like there's conservative Republicans now, and he was like one of the first. And it was like the first president that was like that much conservative, where they related government highly to religious revival, all these other things. For an example, trying to support the trickle-down method, which is where you cut taxes for the rich, and then with that money that they save from taxes, they use it to open up new businesses and make more jobs for people, so that way the money will trickle down to the lower classes, which I think is a fucking stupid idea, because that just relies on rich. For most of the time, rich assholes that are like, oh, hey, more money. I'm going to spend it on my retirement so I could go have a jet ski battle with my grandsons or something like that. Instead of like, hey, let's open up jobs. It's like it's basically relying on like the moral character of like really rich people, which I do not think is a good idea at all.
I have a question for you. So you heard the recent people who wants to be president, right?
Yeah, Ted Cruz announced his presidency, his run for presidency, and I downright wanted to shoot myself. I was like, this is...
It says Ted Cruz, Hillary Clinton.
Hillary Clinton.
Have you heard of Waka Flocka Flame?
I have. In fact, I was actually having a conversation this about an hour ago with my friends. Waka Flocka apparently took like an IQ test or something like that. He has like a higher IQ, as I've heard. I don't know if it's true or not, but apparently has a higher IQ than like Ted Cruz, which is no surprise there, and Hillary Clinton. And he had a 4.0 GPA in high school.
What?
So I immediately thought, because I thought it was a joke, but then I heard that, and I was like, okay, well, if this is serious, I mean, at least that's a bit of a comfort. I mean, I think the only thing that's going for it, though, is that he's too young. I think he has to be like 35 or something like that to be able to win the president. He's 28. Yeah, I think he has to be like 30 or 35.
Did you guys hear what he was going to do if he becomes president?
What?
He's going to legalize
pot for like every purpose,
He's going to ban dogs from restaurants. And he's
ban pets from restaurants.
Or ban pets, and then he's going to ban people with big feet from walking in public. That was one of the things they said. I don't know.
Well, I feel less comforted now.
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, but the only thing I don't have big feet. I don't have any pets, and I love smoking weed.
They didn't have a big nose policy, because I mean,
thank God for that. But he's got to legalize weed, which is great. I think that's gonna be great because that's gonna be good for business. Think about it. It's gonna bring back a lot of jobs.
Oh yeah, that's gonna give a lot of crime. Well, yeah, because people's like, hey, let's rob a bank. And I'm just like, I think I'm just gonna stay home.
It's gonna decrease crime too. Like people try to steal weed and stuff to make money, but once it's legalized, no one has to steal anything.
I know.
So buy it from the store.
And like, I don't see why.
And no one's buying or selling illegal substances too. I mean, well, at least not when it comes to weed.
I mean, it's not. First of all, it's not even illegal. It's only illegal in the United States. I think because in Jamaica, I'm pretty sure that's illegal.
And Jamaica's probably like one of their most cultural parts. I mean, they like go in and it's like, hey, you want to smoke a place? Like, whoa, man. I mean, I don't want to like be under the influence. And it's like, dude, you are so late to the party.
I've been
I'm sorry, dude, you are so late to the party. Or how the hell? I don't know how to make a Jamaican accent in that statement.
I don't know.
I don't even.
I'm not even gonna try.
Fuck! I wanted to.
But anyways, Jamaica probably it's their cultural thing. Amsterdam, they have it legalized there too. Bangladesh, where I'm from, you can grow it there and can get away with it. It's legal.
I know when I was a freshman, I went to this neighborhood and I saw this dude that was literally growing like 2 weed plants that was covered by like a sheet, so people wouldn't see it. So he like lifted up and like pluck it, and I just noticed it because he was like picking out of it. I was like, hey, okay, because I was a freshman, I didn't know any better. I was like, hey, what kind of plant is this? So he like looked at me for a second. He's like, you need to leave, and I was like,
wait, where was this?
It was in some neighborhood down by Grisky.
By Grisky?
Yeah, because if you go down this road towards Grisky and then like behind there they have like a neighborhood, and it's like I never knew that neighborhood existed, and I went to school at Grisky for like years, like 3 years, and like 100 feet behind the school, there is the most ghetto-ass neighborhood I've ever seen in my
Behind
life.
Grisky?
Behind Grisky. Is the most
Wait, is
ghetto-ass
that
neighborhood I've ever
big
seen.
road and you go take that big road?
Yeah,
up
you
the
know how
hill?
you take that big road, it goes down to the very end, there's a gas station down there, and that's down by, like, the ACC thing.
Oak Hill? It's Oak Hill.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you can also go down there, there's a gyms down there, kind of like down in that village
gym?
area. When you turn,
No,
breakfast place.
I don't know.
Gym. Oh, okay, well, I mean,
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah.
an old school kind of.
yeah,
Like
you remember
the-
they used to have a Gaddy Town down there, I think?
I don't remember that.
They used to have, I don't know, they used to have some kind of store. There's a bunch of stuff that used to be there, but they changed around a lot. But, I mean,
There's an HEB down there too. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
in that neighborhood, a friend of mine, the first time I ever like went to his house, I went to his house, and first thing he tells me is like, "Hey, oh, hey, by the way, try not to look at my sister." I said, "Why would look at your sister or something? Is she hot?" And he was just like, "No, because she's fat and it's funny." No, and I was like, "Okay."
Where do they have the law right there? It's like, no, she's fat. And
He's
she's
like, "No, because she's fat and it's funny." So I was like, "Okay," and then I thought, okay, so I'll go. You know, she's fat. I'll try not to look. And it's hard not to look because every direction you look, you get the side of her stomach.
Oh my god.
She came out eating a big bag of Takis as if the fact that she was fat wasn't already enough. And she came out and was like, "Hey, where you been?" I looked at her and I thought, "Dear God, she's the kind of person that won't be able to work and needs welfare. How does she touch her toes? How does she see her toes?"
Okay, like, I'm not trying to be rude or anything, but I don't like to make fun of fat people, even though I know it's funny as fuck, but I don't like to, like, make fun of that shit, you know, because they can't do any better, you know. They don't have high metabolism like us. Like, I just ate a fucking burger.
Try.
Like, this whole past week, and the week before that, I've been eating junk food out the ass, and I haven't worked out in, like, probably, like, 2 weeks. And I'm still maintaining the body I had 2 weeks ago working out. I'm like, how the fuck am I doing that?
Yeah, I don't make fun of fat people just because I want to. I make fun of fat people when they're assholes. You know, because like, just Chandler out there, he's a nice guy. You know, a little overweight, but he's a nice guy. I sit next to him, he's super nice. I don't even mention his weight at all. I mean, I don't see that. But the fact that later in the story, she started, like, being really fucking rude. Like, I think she started saying some shit about, like, Austin's grades or something like that. And so she started getting out how much of, like, a dumbass he was. And they were living in, like, this trailer. This is, like, their house was, like, a trailer. It had, like,
trailer park.
It had 2 rooms. One of them was, like, the size of this room. And that was his bedroom. That was everyone's bedroom. And then, like,
Wait,
the
they
rest
sleep
of it,
all in one place?
yeah, and then the rest of, like, the trailer was just, like, a TV where they had a DVD player and no cable and, like, a kitchen. And a back door. And I was like, I feel so bad for you.
And
then-
they got sheltered.
And I thought that was bad. Then I went down the street to his friend's house. His friend Dustin, who was living down the road. And when I walked in, he was sitting there with this girl, and I figured it was his girlfriend, but they were just friends, as I realized. His house had no lights in it. His house was candle lit.
Oh my god.
He was
What
in
is
his
he,
kitchen.
living in the Dark Ages or something?
I don't know, but his house had like
Is
a
he
door.
Amish?
It's like, he's not Amish, that's for sure. He's wearing a snapback and like a jacket.
Oh, okay.
Jeez.
Like no heater or anything?
Yeah,
I
like-
wonder how they survive in the winter.
It was an adobe house, I think. So like, well, like during the day when it heats up, it like warms the house. That way, when you sleep, it's warm, and then like it cools down overnight. So when you wake up, it's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how like the Indians used to do it, I think.
No, but the only thing I fucking hate is like people that have those attributes. You know, like let's say if they're gay. I love gay people. Not like I'm not gay, but I love them because they're
Why
really
aren't you
nice.
gay? Do you have a problem with gay people?
No, I don't have any problems with gay people. No, but my best friend Hayden, he's gay and he's like a really nice bro too. If you get to meet him, he's like a bro. Like he won't be like gay and he's like, oh my god, you know. But there's some people.
my god, those shirts look so good.
He's not like that. He acts like a normal guy. But he's gay though. But like there are other people that I hate because they abuse that power. They're like, you know, they think they're gay, you know, and they're like, if something's offensive to them, they'll be like, oh, is it because I'm gay? I'm like,
Yeah.
no, shut the fuck up. You know?
Yeah, I can see that, and I'm gonna get to something else that actually relates a lot to that. Actually, just the other day, there's a gay guy that's in my AP English class, and one time we were making a bunch of not synonyms, but we were saying a bunch of words that sounded alike to each other, because they rhymed, and so I can't remember what it was. It was like Desagatron or something like that. People were saying random shit like Desagatron, Blagatron or something like that. Then I thought I'd be funny if I sat up because I was napping at that point. I was like, Defagatron! And there's this gay guy sitting right next to me. He says, actually, it's for Jean, but good try. And I thought, okay, well, I mean, at least he didn't call me out on it, and I feel really bad. And God, I feel like a dick now. And I just sat down and went back to sleep, covered my face, I'm sorry.
you know Josh, right?
Josh Salinas?
Yeah. Well, you gotta finish your story, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay, well,
I'll get to it in a second.
Josh, so my friend Josh.
You finally get to speak.
I know, right? You guys are taking All right, anyway, so Josh.
Oh, shit, yeah, he's been quiet this whole time.
Yeah. I'm able to talk. You guys are just...
All right, let him talk.
So Josh, my friend, he plays on the Xbox, and he had a friend that was gay. He didn't know it at the time. He didn't know he was gay when he had him added. So they were no, it's not you. So they were playing Call of Duty or something, quick scoping, and Josh called him a faggot, and he said that the kid that his friend went off on him, he got super pissed.
Oh shit!
And this happened in middle school, and now this kid that he called a faggot goes here to Bowie, and Josh is trying to find out who he is, what his last name is, so he can apologize to him. and then I was 3 weeks ago.
Who's Josh?
He's a junior. I don't think you know him, but he's one of our friends.
Okay.
But 3 weeks ago, he saw him, and
he apologized.
No, he didn't go up to talk to him. But I was he was I think that's the kid. It's are you sure? You should go tell him you're sorry. He's I don't want to.
I was
nervous. But
what you're saying about gays, about how they're super in your face about it, and
no, some of them.
How some of them are, and how some of them can get into your face about it, and they're and they take every insult because they're gay. You know, what group of people is even worse about that all times than pretty much every single one of them? Feminists.
I was about to say that, dude. I fucking hate that.
You walk by and say, "Have a nice day, ma'am." They're like, "Wow, so your savage male mind makes it to where you think that rape culture makes it to where there's no problem with you raping me like that."
What the fuck? I said, "Have a nice day."
Have a nice day, yeah.
I'm do you want to have a bad day? I can tell you, have a fucking bad day.
There's this a whale lady. It was a feminist, sitting in the hospital because she had a heart attack or something like that. And it says, "No, I think it's because your cholesterol levels are extremely high. I may want to recommend you want to get onto a bit of a diet and start making a regular exercise so you can start worrying about your health a bit more, because if this happens again, you might not pull through it." And then she'd be like, "Are you fat shaming me? Are you calling me fat?" It's if I was a doctor in that situation, I'd be like, you know what? Go ahead and die. Just go ahead and die. Because I can't help you, and the world's better off without you. So yeah.
No, I actually have a story for you about feminists. So I saw one of my friends I went to middle school with, and it was a couple months ago, and I haven't seen her in a while because she goes to a different high school, and I was just walking at Zilker and I saw her, and I'm like, "Oh hey, how's it going?" And then we were talking, and then I guess this one woman, she took it as we were flirting, and I was like, "You look really cute and stuff," because it's been a while since I've seen her, and she looks cute. So I was like, "Hey, we should hang out sometime. You should give me your number." So I pulled out my phone, and I was about to get her number. She comes over and she tells the girl, "Excuse me, honey, you do realize you're about to get raped, right? He's going to take your number, and he's going to try to get your nudes and just send it around." I'm like, "Excuse me, lady, this is one of my really good old friends. You do realize that, right?" And she's like, "Was I talking to you? No, shut up." And then she's trying to manipulate into her mind. I'm like, "No, what the fuck?" And she got weirded out by it, but she still gave me her number. But she's my friend, she got weirded out by it. She's like, "What was all of that about?" I was like, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
There's this video on the internet, and it's about this guy's. He's in his house, right? And it's an apartment, and this lady knocks on his door, and she tries to rob this guy. She just goes into his house, in his apartment, and tries to rob him. And the guy's like, "What the hell are you doing?" And then she's like, "Give me your money, give me your money." I think she had a whip. I don't know. Anyway, the guy's he pulls out his phone. This lady is crazy. Okay, so he pulls out his phone. He's like, "I'm gonna call the cops right now." And then she starts screaming, "He's raping me! And then this goes over 5 minutes, and then these two guys come over, like I guess his neighbors, and she's still screaming like, "He's raping me! Help me! Help me!" And these guys started like pushing him, beating him up, because they thought that he was actually like
What the
raping
fuck?
her. Yeah, I don't know, but
That's
that pissed
fucked
me
up.
off.
It's shits like that
When I
just
saw that.
oh my
Wait, was
God.
that like a prank kind of
That
thing?
wasn't funny. It's an old video. It's real. It actually happened.
Okay.
Oh my God.
But stuff
People like that piss me off. Like
I saw this like video.
women
by-
demand equal rights, and there's no problem with that. I understand.
Yeah, I have no
they
problem
get
with
paid. Sometimes they get well, not well, sometimes. I mean, it's common that they get paid less than some other demographics, like males of the same age or something like that, of the same experience. Even at lower experience, they'll get paid more. But I mean, when it gets to the level where they start using that shit as an excuse, I actually had a lesson in ROTC, in like a leadership lesson where they talked about defense mechanisms and stuff like that. They say if you use a defense mechanism enough, it turns into an excuse. That's exactly what some of these people are doing. They use the defense mechanism of like saying, we deserve rights. We think that this would be better if we ran it this way. We want to be treated equally, much like we did for for black rights, with ending segregation and whatnot. And there's no problem with that. But when it gets to the point where they're like, he's raping me, when she's robbing someone, or when someone's like, honey, I know you're a close friend, but he's gonna rape you.
Like, no,
Yeah, people use that as an excuse, and I mean, people use it as an excuse, and it's just an excuse at this point. And people like that just get the fuck out of here. There's people like you're the reason why that
This
there's
world-
failure in getting rights for females. And if you're a feminist and you're acting like that, you're the reason they're not getting rights. It's because people see that and they think, why the hell would we do this if they're just going to act this way, if they act this privileged?
And then there are people that are like, oh, you have no sympathy for women. I actually do have a lot of sympathy for women. The other day, I work at Abercrombie. I don't know if you guys know that. And there's this one girl who works there. She's like about 22, 23. And like she has big boobs. Okay, I'm saying it. I'm not trying to piss off any feminists over here. Yes, she has big boobs. And she wears this shirt like that shows off like her round boobs and her butt
She
too.
presents it.
She presents it like when she's working there, and it's not like against our guidelines too, because we sew those clothes too, so like she can wear that, and she's like wearing these jeans that show off her butt too. So the other day, like these ghetto ass people, 3 ghetto people just comes in, and like they were about to approach her, like I didn't try to flirt or like dirty talk or I don't know whatever. So like I saw that coming, so I was like trying to like defend her, I guess. So like I went up, I was like, hey, can I help you guys with something? And they were like, yeah. Where the bitches at? Get all your fucking coworkers, like the hot ass coworkers. I want to talk to them. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me right now? And I'm like, and so I just straight up told them, it's like, hey, guys, if you want to go do that, it's on 6th Street, just go to 6th Street. You can easily get girls over there. And they're like, oh yeah, you know about that? I'm like, yeah, I do. I go there every week and I DJ there. And they're like, oh, sweet. So like they're inviting me to this party, and then she comes by, and they're like out loud, it's like, god damn! I'm like, what the fuck? They have like no decency whatsoever.
Yeah, and it's their reason why we have feminists.
That's one of
So
the
it's kind of like an incurable disease. You're making the cause, and you're hating the response.
douchebags.
Yeah, we've got douchebags, and they've got douchebags like countering the douchebags. So. Oh man.
Like I don't know if you guys heard about this guy named Julian Blanc.
Julian,
That's not so familiar.
So he's like a world star famous pickup artist. You know what a pickup artist is? Like they pick up girls. So like
Barney Stinson.
Barney Stinson.
Yeah,
Yeah, so like he goes around the world, like he goes to different places and tries to like get women, and with that he's trying to like for guys like me who can't. I mean, last year and all the years before that, I would be scared of talking to girls. Like I remember middle school when I got my first number from a girl, I would be like talking on the phone. And I'd be shaking. I'd be like, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" And then even with the contact with the girl, if I like met them face to face, I want to say like, "Hey, I like you," I would run scared. One time in middle school, this is pretty embarrassing. I was about to tell this girl that I like her, but I ran away. My cousin was with them, and then my friends were with them. I ran away because I got so scared. But that's over now because yes, I am a pickup artist, and I got used to it, like with doing this, going up to cold approaches, going up to girls. So like, I guess like there's one video of him, like he was like joking around and choking this girl. Like he wasn't like really choking her, but the feminist caught on.
Oh god.
And now he's been banned from like so many countries. It's just ridiculous. like he was like like doing this. He's like getting the girl's head and like putting it over here as a joke. But they took it so seriously that like they would rally up in different countries and try to ban him. I think he's like banned from like Brazil and like other European countries and stuff. And he almost got banned from the United States, where he's from. I was like, where is he gonna go? He's gonna be banned from his own fucking country. But yeah, I'm just saying, like, feminists they take stuff way too seriously.
Yeah, feminism when it first came out, I love this in A Push. Feminism when it first came out wasn't even them like hating males or anything like that, or thinking that rape culture was big. It was literally just them meeting and then talking about what they want to bring to Congress about getting more rights. That's it. And then now feminists are like, oh, that's much better. Okay. And then now feminists are just like, you're a male, so you suck.
So we gotta end this soon, but I want to talk about something else. I wanted to talk to you guys about Attack on Titan.
Oh yeah.
We all love Attack on Titan. We're nerds.
I haven't finished.
Yeah, I mean, I was doing homework one night, and I put on like I'd seen like the first few episodes.
How'd you get hooked on? Like, how did you find out about this show?
Well, the first time I ever heard about the show was I was sitting at home. I was browsing Netflix with my buddy Ferris. We were both on like the couch, and it was in my room. We were browsing Netflix. We were looking for a show to watch because we were bored as shit. And then all of a sudden he sees Attack on Titan. He's like, "Dude, this is like a great show. This is the best anime I've ever seen." I was like, "Well, I'm not a big fan of anime. I mean, it's not that I dislike it. I'm just because most of the time whenever I see anime, either it's really good, like Dragon Ball Z and well now Attack on Titan. But I mean, either it's like really really good, or sometimes it can be really really like weird and creepy." Yeah. And
I've been on that side. There's like this one anime, I think it's called Queen's Blade or something like that. Yeah. Heard of that? Seen it?
Yeah, it's super creepy, right?
It's like there's like these two hands on this girl's boobs. I'm like, what the fuck? And then it's like her like hair. I'm like, what the hell is that shit?
Yeah, I mean,
and then it squirts out these like I don't know something like it squeezes it too. Like it squeezes it and it squirts out this thing and it's like acid and like burns your like clothes off. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. And then like they had these like wrestling tournaments and like it's like it like in a pit, but inside the pit it's like gel. It's not even water. It's like gel, and then like they're wearing like bikinis and stuff, and they're trying to wrestle. I'm like, what the fuck?
To me, there's good anime and
there's like the weird side of Japan.
Very weird anime.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is that there's either really really good or really really creepy. And so I always, I think, if I start watching the show and then I like it, but then it turns out to be creepy, then I'm just not gonna like it. So sometimes I just don't even choose to watch anime in general. I don't like watching anime episode by episode. If I get into a show, the way I get into it is I start watching like the big scenes, like the fight, like Dragon Ball Z. I didn't get into watching the show like.
I didn't like Dragon Ball Z at the first, when Raditz came.
Yeah, because it's not enjoyable.
And then Vegeta came like the first time on Earth. I'm like, and then when they finally went to Namek and when Goku first turned into a Super Saiyan, that's when the show started getting better.
Yeah, dude, I remember that. That's when I got into that show. Is when I saw Goku Super Saiyan for the first time because I didn't understand what it was. I didn't understand what it meant, and all I remember is that it was the single most badass fucking thing I've ever seen in my life. Just that scene was like the pinnacle of everything badass in my life. Like right there, it's like I remember after that point, like I'd cut off my dick to go Super Saiyan. I wanted it.
I remember when I was younger, like I found some robes that were like closely similar to Goku's, and I'd be like making videos of me trying to turn into Super Saiyan.
Yeah, but my friend, when we were browsing Netflix, he said, "This is the best anime I've ever seen." And so I was like, okay, well, I mean, it looks alright. What's it about? He says, it's about these giant monsters that attack civilization's last known settlement, and the military goes around through this maneuver gear where they shoot out blinds and they travel that way. And I'm like, that's like the most anime-ish weird thing I've seen. Because then he showed me pictures of like the military, how they lugging around these giant like suitcases, and I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I was like, the fuck is this? And then eventually, like one day, after a few days of that, maybe a few weeks, I got bored and I was like,
I'll watch it.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, I guess I'll watch the first episode. I watched the first episode of the abridged series that TFS made, and I was like, okay, this is kind of action packed. I think this is sort of cool because like it ends right before you learn that Eren can turn into spoiler alert that Eren can turn into a Titan.
Yeah.
But
I think honestly, I gotta say, it started getting badass when Aaron turned.
When Aaron turned into a
like,
Titan,
you see Aaron getting eaten. He's like he trains for his whole life after like they lose their place and then they lose the other place and they're in the third. Like they're about to like lose the second place and they're like holding it off. And he's like, I'm gonna kill all of them. I'm gonna get rid of all of them. And next thing you know.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
right?
I think one of his legs get chomped up.
Yeah, his leg comes off, like, because when he's traveling, one jumps up and snaps him, and that's when he falls, and he gets back up, and then he loses his arm through getting it bitten off when he's saving Armin.
Yeah. I was watching this, like, funny meme thing about Armin. It's like there's a Titan with a mouth open. It's like, arm in, arm out, arm in, arm out. I was like, that's pretty clever.
Damn.
That's pretty clever. But, yeah, but... I would honestly say, like, that was the badass, like, scene ever. But I was honestly, like, I was just, like, when I was watching it, I was, like, I was thinking there might be some weird shit in it, like, definitely some, like, hentai something, you know, like, where girls would be.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised there's nothing like that. I was like, oh my god. Like,
let's be
everyone's
honest
equal.
here. We have watched hentai before. Every single person here has watched hentai
I've
before.
watched it.
I've seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it. I think every guy who's going to be honest to himself has seen hentai and might have even jacked off to it before at some point in time.
I've
Just
never
don't-
jacked
Yeah,
off to it.
no.
Well, some
I've
people
seen
have.
It, though, but no.
Some people have.
Are you
In
saying
fact, a
you have?
lot of people have. Have I? Sort of. Like, I started, I was like, this isn't working, and I just, like, jumped to something else. Because, like, as soon as they put out the tentacles, I was like, this isn't working.
This is fucking
like,
weird.
Yeah, this is getting a little
You know,
weird.
'cause I play games like Team Fortress 2 and all that, like on the computer and shit.
How does that relate to hentai?
Well, no, because
What?
Because people can like put images, like there's thing called like
Oh,
sprays.
yeah, sprays, yeah.
Yeah,
That's right,
like, if you play on PC.
Yeah, I know sprays.
Yeah.
Sprays
Oh,
are
the
huge.
board of PC. I was, I mean, we're going off topic now, all over the place. But I'm gonna say, like, yeah, this is what podcasts are for. But honestly, I would say that like how I got into Attack on Titan, I was watching the React, you know, like React channel from
Oh.
the Fine
Kids
Bros,
React.
Fine Bros, and it's
Yeah.
like teenagers react to Attack on Titan.
Oh yeah.
And I'm seeing like they're like talking in Japan, you know, it's like Japanese version, and like all these guys, they're like getting excited. They're like, "Oh my god, it's Attack on Titan, the best show ever!" I'm like, calm the fuck down. It's a fucking anime. I hate anime. It's like I don't hate it with a burning passion. There's only some animes that I like. Like I like
Yeah.
Dragon Ball Z, Duel Masters. I've never seen Yu-Gi-Oh, so I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Pokemon, the first season Pokemon. I love that. Well, not really first season, but first season until I forgot what season I was on. Yeah, those. Like, I love those.
Yeah, I'm the same way you are. You know, there's only like a few animes I like. Other than that, I just kind of it's not that I, hate anime with a burning passion. It's just I'm not really into it because sometimes it can be deceiving, and plus I'm just not used to the way it is. The way the anime style is. The animation style is, and we're in animation class, so I mean it's like I'm just not used to it.
But we don't make anime.
Big eyes.
I know, but some people can't. Josh sometimes works on the anime style characters, and he's actually pretty good.
Josh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
He's pretty good at it, but
There's those people up there like that.
oh my god, yeah, they have anime club that comes after school. I remember I came after school one day, and those are for hardcore anime fans, like borderline,
Oh, no, I'm
like
not-
borderline
Yeah,
weeaboo,
no.
like borderline weeaboos.
What is that?
Weeaboo?
Yeah, I don't know what that
A
is.
weeaboo is an anime fan that is so die-hard, 100% absolutely adores anime that it's the only kind of show that they watch. They abandon their own culture and dress up every day as some kind of anime, hoping that they'll become like that character.
God damn.
There's a whole video on weeaboos from this guy named Filthy Frank on YouTube, and he's really funny, but he's the weirdest dude I've ever seen. And it's just because...
It's a different culture. Like in
Yeah, but-
Japan, you'll see all like I've seen like this video, a documentary in Japan. Like it doesn't matter what age you are. No, okay, it doesn't matter. Screensaver.
Yeah, screensaver. Yeah.
Anyways,
Oh shit.
When like if you're in Japan, it doesn't matter how old you are. Even if you're like a 60-year-old dude playing with girls' dolls, no
Yeah.
one cares. No one cares if it's your hobby. That's your hobby, you know.
Yeah, dude. Yes, actually, this reminds me of a friend of mine named Ferris. He watches a shit ton of anime. Me and my friend Ferris. Oh god, we go. Yeah, from the 80s. No, this guy named Ferris Akil. He actually comes from an Islamic family too. I have all sorts of Muslim friends. No, but we go. He himself is kind of agnostic because he has a personal view on it. but he comes from a heavily, Islamic family, and been through middle school until like at the beginning of high school. Yeah.
His name is Ferris.
Ferris Akil.
Shaquille.
His Akil. He's his father's name is like Ube Akil.
I've never heard of a Muslim named Ferris. I'm sorry.
Well, his brother's name is Tariq, and his middle name is Hashem.
Okay.
He should be.
I mean, Hashem. That seems pretty generic, right?
Yeah.
He's really funny.
Ferris is the funniest motherfucker I know, and not
What
because
ethnicity is he?
Huh?
What ethnicity is he?
he's Syrian.
What is that?
From Syria.
Syria. Okay.
Yeah, and so his family's like involved with the revolution and whatnot, and going against ISIS. He's actually, I think this summer he's going to like an orphanage in Syria, and he's going to teach the kids how to enjoy life because most of the kids there have only been alive since the the entirety of the war, so they don't know what peace is like. They don't know what life is like here in America. All they know is like hide from the airstrikes or something like that.
Yeah. That's one thing that like I want to get rid of all these dictators.
Yeah, dude.
If I could go back in time and get rid of all these dictators, I would just.
It's like you already messed up once. Stop doing it.
What?
Mine's Kyle.
Oh, Hitler. Yeah, like I mean, honestly, I would kill Hitler literally right on the spot, like when his mother's giving birth.
Yeah, he was actually about to drown when he was like 5, and then a priest saved him.
Wow.
A priest.
A priest saved a drowning boy in water, and that boy grew up to be Adolf Hitler.
Damn. What could have been?
No wonder he's like Christian, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. I love it. I absolutely love it when super Christian people come up and say like the Jews killed Jesus. I fuck with them so much,
dude.
I'm like, yeah, actually, it was the Roman government that killed Jesus because they saw that Jesus was a huge public influence, and because of that, they thought he was a liability to their government. He might start a revolution, so they killed him. Now, the person who was responsible for his death, Pontius Pilate, was Jewish, meaning that you're saying one person spoke on the behalf of an entire group of people. That's like saying that Christians are responsible for the Holocaust. Like, seriously, that's like saying the Christian's responsible for that. And if you want to get on that kind of game, there's so many things I can get on you about. The Holocaust, the Dark Ages, the Crusades, everything that was started because like choices of like one or a small group of people speaking on the behalf of an entire religion. And so you're saying that we're to blame because of one person's choices? You're fucking retarded. And you know what? I love it even better when somebody comes up to me and says, the Holocaust didn't happen.
What?
That's a thing. That's a thing where people say the Holocaust didn't happen, and so
it's like saying 9/11 never happened. The towers were never there.
Yeah, seriously, and
it was a fan-made fiction.
I found the perfect thing that is both a great comeback to that and pisses them off so much. I look at them straight in the eyes and I say, the Holocaust didn't happen, then neither did the crucifixion of Jesus. Oh, yeah. I've gotten on people's nerves with that before. I was about to get hit one time. I was like, well, you said the Holocaust is real. I was like, I was joking. I was like, well, you shouldn't joke about that.
No, but seriously, like, even though I'm Muslim, like, I'm kind of, agnostic about it. Like, I fuck with every religion possible. Like, I have no remorse. But, I mean, you don't care, obviously. Because
yeah, I'm around. That's actually what I was about to say with Ferris. Is that like you think that we hear, we say some racist comments every once in a while because that's funny. Ferris is so undeniably hilarious, not because of the shit that he says, that it's like the right time or makes a joke because of like it's in the moment. He makes jokes that fit so well, and they're so viscerally racist that they catch you off guard and you feel like a fucking dick for laughing.
Some fucked up stuff. Yeah.
He says some really fucked up stuff. I'm trying to remember some of the stuff because there's so many things he says. I remember I was with his dad in the car. We were going to this thing called the Zombie Apocalypse Live. It was at the House of Torment. It's where you go in, they give you like a little air rifle, and you shoot actors who are playing as zombies at certain points on their sensors to try to kill zombies. It's like a shoot 'em up game. You go with a few friends, and it's like the House of Torment. You walk through a course and you just shoot people. And
I think they're having one soon, another one.
Yeah, this must happen like 3. I heard it was like 3 people. It was like it happened like 3 times a year now. But I was with his dad. His dad was giving me a ride there because me and him and our buddy Matt was going. Matt drove up there himself, so it was just Ferris was driving in the front seat with his dad, and I was in the back. I was in full costume, stuff like that. The first thing his dad says to me when I get in the car is, "Hey, guess whose birthday it is tomorrow?" And at that point, it was April 19th. He's like, guess whose birthday it is tomorrow? He looked at me through the rearview mirror. He was like, guess whose birthday it is tomorrow? And I said, what? And he said, Hitler's.
he
He goes on later in the car ride, and at one point, after a few moments of awkward silence, he says, "So, I just want you to know that Moses." He yells, "People, he isn't real, right?" He looks at me, like he just looks back and says, Moses wasn't real because you go to Egypt and they talk about their history in very, very big detail, and that he never existed." And I'm just sitting here and saying, well, they have a whole religion off of it. And I was just playing along with all this because I get this shit from Ferris all the time. So I was just playing along with his dad and just messing around with him. I was like, yeah, I mean, I hear a lot that he isn't real, and I don't. But I was like, I hear a lot that he isn't real, and they have then again they have a whole religion on the belief that he did exist. And religion can't ever go wrong, sir. Religion
Honestly,
can't ever go wrong.
I don't care if you get offended by this, but I actually think religion is a fucking myth. Like every religion there is, it's like made by someone just to keep like people occupied in the old days. Because think about it, like when religion was first invented, we didn't have TVs, we didn't have video games. What did kids do for fun? We didn't have toys. What did they do? Run around, maybe make a circle out of something. Get laid. I mean, if you look at
5.
Probably.
Hey man, people were having kids at like 13 back then. It was weird.
Yeah, like if you read this book called Brave New World, we just finished reading that in our English class.
I just started reading that. I have it in my room sitting around somewhere because a senior last year gave it to me, and I was like, I don't really want this.
You're gonna need it this next year. But what's it called? If you read it, you'll see like they train 7-year-old kids to have sex. Like literally, when they're 7, they'll train to have sex, and it's a normal thing in their society. Like there's no religion or anything. Like it's like a normal thing that every night you have to sleep with some girl. It's a normal thing. Like if you don't, then you're fucking weird. Like it's like like in our world, it's like if you don't have like I don't know.
It's like if you have sex like
if you have sex
every few years, you're like okay, you're a freak, and then it's like. You have sex like every few
day.
months. It's like, all right, a little slow, but all right. And then you have sex every few weeks, and you're like, okay, that's pretty acceptable. You're pretty good at this.
But if you have sex every day,
you're like, holy shit, what are you?
Yeah, it's
how do you have the stamina? How do you not have a heart disease at this point? Like, really?
Yeah, but in that world, it's like you have to have sex every day, and if you miss a day, you're fucking you're like an outcast. You're like, what the fuck? You're weird. You're an outcast. I'm like, the fuck. This guy with the fucking racist.
I have a whole playlist of nasheeds on my phone. No, legit. I have a whole playlist of nasheeds on my phone. I only have 4 songs on here right now. I'm sorry.
You know what's really funny? No, pause that real quick. You know what's really funny? We should be writing stuff for our animation class right now, but we're just here slacking off.
Yeah, let's keep the podcast going.
Alright. I mean, if Mr. Nurse comes here, he's gonna be like, what are you guys doing?
We're doing this project. We're making a podcast. A project, yeah.
Alright. But anyways, as I was saying, so like, I don't think religion exists. Like, it never existed. I mean, yes, I grew up as a Muslim. I grew up praying, but I feel like none of my prayers has ever worked. Because, I mean, God can't help everyone.
I feel like I've had some of my prayers answered, but for the most part, I do think, I'm just kind of independent about it.
But I fuck with YouTube people a lot. There's like this guy named the Vigilant Christian. This guy, oh my god, this guy pisses me off. This guy pisses me off. Here comes Mr. Nurse. Is it on? Is it open?
It's coming through. I just
Okay.
All right, yeah. Yeah, of course, go ahead.
Your link for your research isn't good, so I couldn't grade it. Just
Show
show
me
me
your
your
links for your
delicious account. I'll put the grade in real quick.
Okay. All right.
Ready?
You guys did. I think both you guys got 100, so good job.
Okay, cool.
All right. I'll do it right after this. We're done.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, don't forget, I already put the grade in.
Yeah.
I mean, this is going on for 6 weeks, right?
Yeah, we got. You got a half an hour so you can fix it.
So you don't want that.
No. I'm saying like it's not too late to enter grades or anything right now, right?
But this is the new 6 weeks, right?
Okay. All right. Good.
Yeah, it's going on this 6 weeks.
Speaking of which,
last 6 weeks. So you graduate.
last 6 weeks.
It was quiet.
Holy crap!
Okay, so what are we talking? Okay, YouTube. Vigilant Christian. This guy. Okay, I gotta tell you, this guy pisses me off because this guy. I think he lives in a fucking basement, like his parents' basement. He's like a 25, 26, 30, probably 32 dude. Like I've seen his face. He looks like a grown ass man with a teenager's voice. I'm like, what the fuck? Anyways, like if you see his videos, he's like, oh, Hillary Clinton is satanic because of this. I'm like, oh, this movie's satanic because of this. He's like dissecting every single movie. Like he thinks Paul Walker's death is connected to the Illuminati, which pissed me off because I'm a huge Paul Walker fan, and I'm saying I as much as I don't want him to die. I mean, he's already dead. As much as I don't want to accept he's dead, I gotta accept it. Everyone dies. No one here is immortal. Everyone's gonna die. But he's like, oh, he's connected to the Satan because he did this one movie. It's called like Bones or something like that, or Skulls. That's what it's called. And it's about like some of this secret organization. And there's a room that says war. And he's like standing right over there in the shot. And I'm like, oh, it's like war. He's going against the war, the new order. I'm like, why don't you shut the fuck up? Like seriously, shut the fuck up. And then like the new Terminator that's coming out, and he's like saying like, oh, people, Hollywood's all about satanic, and they want like robots to take control. I'm like, no, they made a program which got self-aware.
Yeah.
I mean, if you have seen the movies, then you would know, but you haven't. Obviously, you're just looking for clues and stuff.
People like that are just brainwashed.
And then if you go in the comment section, there's gonna be tons of people where it's like, oh my god, I can't believe I've been watching all this. I'm like, shut up.
Yeah.
Just shut up.
I mean, there's a ton of people like that on YouTube that just make stupid videos like, oh, the world's gonna end.
The YouTube comment section is literally where emotion goes to die. It's where emotion goes to die.
It's the emotion graveyard.
It pretty much is. And speaking of which, this is kind of off topic, but Jimmy, this reminds me of you so much. I don't know why.
Is this Jimmy Neutron?
Oh my god!
So how's that relating anything to the Vigilant Christian?
I don't know, but I used to watch that show.
Well, we probably would think that this is related to like Satan or something. So, and I guess it can. I mean, according to this video. Oh, it gets better.
Okay, we'll watch that later, but it's...
I'm just gonna skip to
Oh my god!
What the hell?
But anyways, let's keep that on down low. What the fuck? What the fuck?
That got really creepy.
That's like, you gotta watch that when you're dropping acid.
No, I was.
All hail Bob. Bobby? Is that what he
Bobby
said?
Stroganovsky, yeah, he's like some... I think that that's the biggest, like, insult to Russian culture since the Cold War.
Why do you say that?
Because that was Jimmy Neutron's portrayal of the Russian exchange student.
Oh.
I haven't seen Jimmy Neutron in a while,
Dude,
so
I used to watch that show all the time.
But, yeah, as I was saying, so like this Vigilant Christian guy, he pisses me off, and I just go purposely on his videos just to fuck with people, because they'll be like, it's like, oh, you need to turn into Christianity because it's the right way. I was like, how about you just dismantle all religions and not believe in religion at all? And they'll be like getting buttered. It's like, God is real, you need Jesus and stuff. I'm like, you do realize God and Jesus are written on a book, just like Spider-Man and the Avengers, so you try doing the math over here, you know? Has anyone seen God? Like, I asked them, it's like, has anyone seen God? And they're like, yes, I've seen him in many ways. Okay, I was like, do you have video proof? No, you don't. So shut the fuck up.
Pretty damn harsh, you gotta say. Damn.
I got pretty harsh. Like, I'll show you later on what I comment on YouTube. You'll be like, God damn.
I doubt anything on the internet can surprise me like that anymore, honestly, because it's the internet. You go on, you look up a video, like Panda sneezes and scares mother or something like that. And then you'll find, like, instructions on how to disembowel a monkey or something like that, like 4 video links below, and it's like, whoa, that escalated quickly.
And it's like recommended for you. Like, what the fuck?
Like, Two Girls, One Cup is the perfect example. Like,
what the fuck was that? Like, seriously, I seen it. But
yeah,
what,
I know, but
what was that?
It's
like, who in the right mind came up with that shit?
It's like a scat fetish or something.
It's a what
A
fetish?
scat fetish thing. It's like I think it's called scat. It's like
People have that
a
shit?
fetish for like eating and rubbing shit on yourself.
What the fuck?
You've never seen it?
No, I've seen it, and it's terrible.
There's a necrophilia fetish. There's a fetish for everything.
I saw that video a long time
What's a
ago.
necrophilia?
Necrophilia is where fuck dead bodies.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I know my own.
There's even one for cannibalism, like a
Fetish for-
like cannibophilia or
People
something.
get off of cannibal. What the fuck?
People get off of watching people eat each other. I'm like, oh.
There's tons of videos like fucked up kinds of.
Like, I know there's foot fetish, which is pretty
Foot
common.
fetish. I mean, that's pretty common. Yeah. I mean, it's like that happens all the time.
I have a huge fetish for boobs.
Yes,
I don't have a foot
fetish.
No, I have a huge fetish for boobs. Like the girl, like this girl.
That's not a fetish. That's normal.
I don't know. Some people like ask. Like my friend Will, he always makes fun of me for this. Like I like. There's this one girl. Like she's not my girlfriend or anything. She's like my friends with benefit, and he hates her face. But I'm saying is like, dude, you gotta look beyond the face. She's got a nice body. She's got a nice butt, nice racks. He's like, I think she's got an average rack. I'm like, and he asked me what size were they. I was like, they're like 36 Ds. And I'm like, that's almost double Ds, so that's pretty fucking big. He's like, that's average. I'm like, no, it's not. Not every girl in this world has it. Everyone has like Bs or Cs. Those are the most common.
Even C's are pretty. They can be pretty ridiculous too sometimes.
I don't know. I've yet to see a C size.
Is it like the normal?
I've seen C's. I have a friend of mine who has C's, and she's a friend of mine. But I can't stop staring at her tits. I just can't. I tried. I just can't. I'm just because she's one of those girls that presents them. So I'm just like whenever she like looks away, I'm just like, you could fit literally a bird's nest in there, and you could.
That's the weird part about it.
Yeah, it's like you can see like birds flying into her shirt, like feeding its babies.
You got something for us? You haven't talked in a while.
About what?
Anything.
About how much you'd like to jerk off dogs.
You know, there's an actual thing about bestiality.
Bestiality, that's
Talking about
another
that shit.
He's like, God damn it, not again.
Okay, look.
We have derailed from this. podcast.
I'm an ass guy personally. Like, I mean, like, I love girls, big butts and shit like that.
You know, I personally like a girl who's like skinny, has big boobs, big ass, and a nice face.
Okay, so
The
you're
girl
an
I
ass
have
man,
right now,
you're a
she's-
boobs man. You're an ass man, you're a boobs man. Okay, I'm Batman.
So you like
I
bats?
fuck bats!
Hey, under the bridge of Congress, tons of bats.
Oh man, I go there every Friday night.
And this is why
I thought
we
that
don't
was
get
Mr.
shit.
Nurse that
Yeah, I
just
did
looked in
too.
here.
But
This is
anyway.
why we don't get shit done in this
Yeah,
class.
for real.
Yeah,
we don't
for
give a fuck about this class. At least I don't. I don't know about you.
I do it because it's fun. Like I was thinking about for this last independent project, I'd do a power up scene, like a legit, like not like a power up scene that I did like through at the end of the simulator. I'm talking about one that would actually just be the power up scene that I work on for days and
do
make
that.
it look really good.
You
That's
can
what I
do
want
that
to
for
do.
this 6 weeks. Do
That's
that.
what I want to do. I might do that.
I'll help
I
you out
might.
with that. I mean, you're helping me out with the reaction videos, and you too. I mean, what are you doing for yours?
I'm gonna do something in Maya probably. Like there's so many tutorials.
Car crashes.
Yeah,
I was
it's like a
gonna
tutorial
say-
for a car crash. That's why not?
All right, yeah, why not? Like, I mean, I don't take like I took this class because you have the freedom to do anything. Like, I want to make films,
We have freedom.
and
but
but I just don't want to do the animation. You know, it's like too much work. I'm like,
and
That's why I like. That's why I like personally. I'm more of a fan of special effects because those are easy for me. You know, I can do that easily, and I can look up tutorials and learning it. And
No, I
it's
can do
fucking
that.
Cool. Yeah.
no, like the tutorials. I like to do them because like if you go on VideoCopilot.net or whatever it is,
Well,
but-
Video Copilot is really
and
good.
they have tutorials for everything, and they also have like a canvas. Like if you look at like there's a file, and they'll have like a blank canvas like where what they're doing. You can do that with them too. So
Oh,
they'll have the
yeah.
same video. You can do that same video. Well, the only problem I don't like about that is like when you're trying to apply that same effects on your video, it doesn't necessarily work out like the way you want it to. You know.
I get what you're saying.
Or I mean, at least to me, because I'm like I'm following every rules, but you know, like I can't use the same attributes as what that guy's using
Yeah.
because it's not gonna be the same. I have to figure out my own. I'm like, that's gonna take so much thinking, and I don't want to do that.
You guys had Mr. Nurse for Animation 1, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. I had this nunnery, so I did not learn shit about animation. Like the only thing we would do like for the entire year in that class was just like do Flash tutorials. She never taught us anything. She just gave us a paper to like follow.
And next period, I have
Yeah, animation 1 with Mr. Nurse. I mean, it was a little bit different because we had more of a broad spectrum. You know, we learned about a bunch of shit. You know, like it was we started with Flash, but then we moved on to like After Effects, Audacity, all these different kinds of things. But most of the time, the reason why I like animation 2 better than 1 is because animation 1 was very, very, very linear. Like it was it was giving you an assignment with something specific. You know, you have to use Flash, you have to do walk cycle or something like that, and you have to do this just to show that you know how to do it. But once you get to animation 2, especially with Mr. Nurse, you good. Just make he gives you like, here, independent project, do whatever the hell you want and make it look good.
Yeah.
And I like that. You know, it's like, okay, so do I have to do a Flash? Do I have to do an After Effects special presentation? Then he'd be like,
do whatever you want.
Do whatever the fuck you want. And I was like, you mean I can make Dragon Ball Z effects? and he's like, yeah, sorry. And I was like,
my inner child is coming out.
yeah.
But seriously, let's end it right now because we gotta go soon.
Oh,
The bell's about to ring. Yeah, I know it's fun.
Well, actually,
and all,
is it?
but,
Because it's a fit day, so.
So
Oh, we got like 20 minutes.
let's start with how we met each other.
Oh,
So
shit.
I mean, I remember how I met Ari. It was midnight release of Destiny,
There's Destiny, yeah.
and we were in the same GameStop, and he was in front. I think you were in front of me, right?
I can't remember. I was with a group of 2 other friends with me. Actually, Josh was with us. Josh, we were talking about, he was with us that night. He was the Mexican looking dude, the short
He has
hair,
glasses.
glasses.
I don't remember.
Well, he was with
been
me.
such a while, you know. But
I should make Jimmy.
Animation.
animation.
I just
started
yeah,
talking. I think he
everybody
started sat
met-
next to me.
I think everybody met Jimmy through animation.
Yeah. But
Jim
so
Bro.
like, I was on I already pre-ordered it I think, and I was picking it up.
Jimbo,
Jim Bro. Oh, dude, nobody's ever called me that.
Jim Bro.
Jim Bro. I like that.
Shit, I just thought of that one. I was like, Jim Bro. I was like, Jimbo, Jim Bro.
So yeah, Destiny, played that game for a while, and now I don't play it at all. I haven't bought any of the DLCs because like when I was buying it, I think I already bought it, and I was like picking it up. The woman was like offering me cupcakes, and I was like in the middle of the night, I'm like, I don't want any cupcakes right now. She's like, oh, that's fine, but I didn't want I felt bad for her, because no one was taking the cupcakes. I still didn't take the cupcakes. Still feel bad to this day. But she was like asking me if I wanted to buy the expansion packs. I'm like, nah, I'm good. And I'm glad I didn't because it's a waste of time.
I kind of like it, but it got bored. It got boring really fast. And
It's the same thing over and over and over and over again. Like in order to get the legendaries or the exotics, you gotta grind. I'm
I
like,
gotta fucking grind. It's a grind fest. I was watching an Angry Joe review actually on Destiny earlier. Angry Joe is a really, really good reviewer because he makes long review videos, like 25 to 35 minute long videos of just reviewing one game, of just his thoughts and stuff like that. And most of the stuff he says there, he gets really into it. He gets angry, so it's entertaining to watch. And when he gets into it, he tells you things that makes you rethink the game. Like if you like Destiny and you watch that video, you're gonna be like, holy shit, this game fucking sucks. Like he's gonna point things out to you that's gonna make you hit the game. It was the reason why I didn't watch his review on Destiny for the longest time because I was like, I don't want to hate the Destiny. I don't want to I want to be ignorant and
he
blissful.
did Mortal Kombat X, and I watched that, and I was like, wow, he actually didn't hate Mortal Kombat X. I was like, Mortal Kombat X is a good game. Like seriously,
Bloodiest fucking game I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god.
the fatalities. God damn it! Like that one fatality. I think it's like
so gruesome. My
it's by
god.
Cassie Cage, and she goes punches your balls, and then does something, and then the I think it's the ending fatality. She shoots you in the head, and you're there's blood spewing out from your head, and she walks up, puts her gum over here, and you see this gum filled with just blood.
That's just nasty. Man. That's awesome. That's nasty.
Have you seen the one? Because there's another one. She has 2 fatalities, and there's another one where she
take a selfie?
fires a bullet and takes a selfie with it. And I thought,
Oh,
what
yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah, she grabs
Or-
it.
Or I think it's Johnny Cage, and he
Like-
smashes her head in. Is this Johnny Cage?
I don't remember.
But he smashes her head on the ground repeatedly, and
And it's gone.
Rips her and I was like, here's
It's
Johnny.
Johnny!
Yeah, that one.
It's the
The
reference.
one that gets to me out of all the fatalities, the one that gets to me the most is the one by that telepath dude who can lift you up and he crunches up your body in different ways and he peels out your internal organs out your mouth.
Ermac.
I think that's his name, Ermac, yeah.
Does he have a fucked up face?
He looked greenish.
Yeah.
I think it's
Maybe
Ermac.
That's Ermac. Yeah.
Yeah, and he like rips out your internal organs and,
And it just comes out.
it
I'm
comes
like,
out your
"Oh,
mouth.
ah!"
Yeah. Oh god, that one gets to me more than anything. Like I felt like I wanted to puke after that, and I'm just coming from a guy who I was playing Gears of War in like 3rd grade.
No, there's another fatality by this guy named Takata or something like that, and he's like kind of like Scorpion. I think it is Scorpion.
It's like the ice scorpion, right?
No, it's not an ice scorpion. It's like Kenshi's son. You know Kenshi, the blind swordman. It's his son, but he was trained by Scorpion, which was weird because Scorpion hates
Abducted his son.
Kenshi. But I don't know. But so like Takata, he has like the Scorpion, you know, like how he throws it, get over here. But his one is like it's a string. And he activates this thing where inside the string it like has these spikes that come out. So like he goes like that, it goes in your mouth, and then like
goes in
and
and rips out. Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay, so paper due in 12 minutes. Make sure
Alright.
the paper proposal checklist is on the website.
Okay.
It doesn't seem like I've seen any typing stuff, so
We already did it last
just trying to
class.
help take care of you guys. What's that?
We already did it last class.
What do you mean we did it?
Last class we did.
Proposal paper?
We did proposal paper and bookmarks.
I don't know if I did the proposal paper. I think I turned in my link.
I
so,
did
but
it. I
I'll
know I
definitely
did.
check into it.
Okay, because it's supposed to be
I just
each
need to
of
show you
know, one of each.
the website, right?
Well,
I mean,
all of y'all are supposed to have a proposal paper.
I'm really not good at proposal. I mean, I'm still gonna do it. I'm just saying I'm not really good at those because like I always end up changing my plan like halfway through, and then it's like it never matches up. So
Well, you know,
I'll write it up though. I'm just saying. You know,
That's life, Art. We all change our plan, like in life. I mean, but it's good to try to have a solid plan, and if you stick to it, usually you're gonna be successful, and then you have time to change it, then do it, make it better. But yeah, it's common. Don't worry about it. Just get
Alright.
it typed up. Get the grades. That's all I'm saying.
all right,
10
Mr.
minutes.
I didn't do the
I didn't
proposal.
do either.
I just made that up. I did
Like-
the bookmarking. I don't know why.
I
you give
fucking
us-
hate proposal papers.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm probably gonna do it at home or something. But
You know you want me.
no, I'm good. But seriously, you guys gotta go watch the Attack on Titan. Memes
Holy
or something
fuck,
like
that's what we were talking about. Okay.
Yeah,
that. Attack on Titan memes or something like that. There's the funniest thing. Like Levi, they're always showing like Tide detergent stuff because I guess he loves cleaning or something like that.
He's determined, yeah. I like that one.
But seriously, like, why do you think Levi's a badass? I don't think he's a badass.
Well, they're actually like I said, they're releasing a mini series on him in a few months. It's gonna be like it's not gonna be season 2, but it's gonna be a season of Attack on Titan that's gonna be branching off and talking about his backstory.
Didn't they say he was like a criminal?
He was a criminal, yeah. He was a kingpin lord.
There's Chandler right there. No, the screensaver again.
That always freaks me out.
But,
Stop it.
How many? Holy shit! It's an hour long.
Yes.
Stab it.
5.1 was 16 gigabytes. What? How am I gonna transport this?
Over the network.
I can't. I mean, the only thing I have is a flash drive.
Well, you can do it on a flash drive.
All right, so we gotta end this. Maybe next time, guys, we'll talk about some shit.
I'll talk more.
We like to do this.